Hi guys, this is Jim. I'm going to show you the pattern that we follow when we sing the Schnitzelbank song, and I'll also review the proper pronunciation for the words. To read them the way we read in English isn't the proper way to say them when you're speaking in German. So I'll give you all the pronunciations and the pattern. So here we go. Okay, this is the napkin we'll have for every person sitting in the room to follow. So it's a good pattern to understand how it works. In the small words that are hard to read at the top is what you ask a question and then they respond. You say, "Ist das nicht ein Schnitzelbank?" And they say, "Ja, das ist ein Schnitzelbank." In other words, you're saying, is this really a Schnitzelbank? And they say, "Yes, this is a Schnitzelbank." And that's the pattern you'll follow. And then I'm going to go through the words, then we'll do the song itself. So, O du Schöne. O du Schöne is the way to say the first part. Schnitzelbank. O du Schöne, O du Schöne, O du Schöne, Schnitzelbank. And then they'll say, "Ist das nicht dein Schnitzelbank?" You'll say that, and they'll sing, "Ja, das ist dein Schnitzelbank." Then we go word by word through the first line, then we go backwards. Then we go through the second line, and we go backwards through both lines. So the words are kurz und lang. When you see a U in German, it's kind of like a double O sound for us. It's not a not kurz, it's kurz, kurz und lang. When they have an A in the second letter, it's not a sound, or a sound, it's a lang, ang, it's a sound. Lang, kurz und lang, hin und her. There's a whole bunch of them with und in the middle, which is and, U-N-D, and it can be pronounced und or und. But und is usually easier to sing quickly in a song. U-N-D, und. Hin und her, it's H-E-I-R, air. And then kreuz, there's an EU in there. Kreuz und quer. Kreuz und quer. Schiedsgewehr. Anytime there's an IE in the middle of a German word, you pronounce the long E sound, the second letter. If it's EI, you pronounce the long I sound. So, Schiedsgewehr. There's a W in Gewehr. They don't pronounce a W with a V sound. It's W, W. It's not W, it's V. Gewehr. Wagenrad. So there again, you got the W, but it sounds like a V. Wagenrad. Krumm und grad. Krumm und grad. If you want to try to roll your R, you can. If you don't roll R's, then don't worry about it. Großes Glas. That's a big glass. Großes is big glass. Ochsenblas. Yeah, that's really an oxen bladder we're talking about. Ochsenblas. Haufenmist. That's manure, guys. Manure. Haufenmist. It's got an AU in the middle. Haufenmist. Schnickelfritz. Schnickel and schnitzel both have that sound with a sh sound. It's not a schnitzel, it's schnitzel. Schnitzel, Schnickelfritz, or Schnitzelbank. Then we have a dicke Frau. That's a big lady. A dicke, they don't have silent E's in German at the end. If there's an E at the end, you pronounce it. Dicke Frau. Fette Sau. It's a big pig. A fat pig. Langer Mann. M-A-N-N is Mann. Tannenbaum. It's a Christmas tree, of course. Hochzeitsring. That's a tricky word. Hochzeits. Hochzeitsring. And this is a monster. They call it a gefährliches Ding. Gefährliches Ding. Gefährliches Ding. Trickiest word to do. So it goes, you'll sing, "Ist das nicht dein Schnitzelbank?" Then the audience sings with you, "Ja, das ist dein Schnitzelbank." You actually don't have to sing that part, you just listen to them. Then you'll say, "Ist das nicht dein kurz und quer?" Kurz und lang. "Ja, das ist dein kurz und lang" from the audience. "Ist das nicht dein hin und her?" "Ja, das ist dein hin und her." "Ist das nicht dein kreuz und quer?" "Ja, das ist dein kreuz und quer." "Ist das nicht dein Schiedsgewehr?" "Ja, das ist dein Schiedsgewehr." Then we go backwards. Schiedsgewehr, kreuz und quer, hin und her, kurz und lang, Schnitzelbank. O du Schöne, O du Schöne, O du Schöne, Schnitzelbank. Then you would read through the second line, "Ist das nicht dein Wagenrad?" "Ja, das ist dein Wagenrad." And let's pretend we did them all. "Ist das nicht dein Ochsenblas?" "Ja, das ist dein Ochsenblas." Then you go backwards through all 8 of them. And Schnitzelbank. Ochsenblas, großes Glas. And we say the same speed about all the way through. Schnitzelbank, oh, du schöne, oh, du schöne, oh, du schöne Schnitzelbank. Then you go down to, ist das nicht dein Haufen Mist? Ja, das ist dein Haufen Mist. Ist das nicht dein Schnickelfritz? Ja, das ist dein Schnickelfritz. Ist das nicht dein dicke Frau? Ja, das ist dein dicke Frau. Ist das nicht dein fette Sau? Ja, das ist dein fette Sau. And then you go back through all 3 lines again, and then, oh, du schöne, oh, du schöne, oh, du schöne Schnitzelbank. Then you do the 4th line, ending with gefährliches Sting, and then you kind of speed it up this time. This is a beer drinking song, right? So you speed it up as you're going back. So you might be going gefährliches Ding, Hochzeit Ring, Tannenbaum, langer Mann, fette Sau, dicke Frau, Schnickelfritz, Haufen Mist, Ochsenblas, großes Glas, Kumongrad, Wagenrad, Schiedsgewehr, Kreuz und Quer, Hin und Her, kurz und lang, Schnitzelbank, oh du schöne, oh du schöne, oh du schöne Schnitzelbank. And that's kind of how you'd end the whole thing. But your first lines through, you go about half that tempo through the whole song consistently. It's only towards the end where you kind of get faster and you kind of escalate the song back up to the top. So I hope that helps out in understanding how the Schnitzelbank song works. Have fun with it, and we know we're going to have a good time.